Hello. I decided to go out a little earlier because I don't want to wait like an entire hour just for it to get slightly darker. I mean, at this time of the year, it never gets completely black, so why not go out a little bit earlier? Anyways, one thing I wanted to talk about is how people portray not having friends as the most cringe thing ever. I saw a short saying what loneliness is like, and it had that one of the many stupid like sadness songs playing over it, which in itself is cringe. If I hear any overplayed stupid song on anything, it's like, nope, instant skip. I don't care what it is. If you play a viral song just for the fact that it's viral to get more attention, I am not watching you because I'm not going to give in to whatever strategies you're using. So that was bad enough. She had a couple 100,000 subscribers, so someone very lonely, absolutely no interaction. Now the video had a couple million likes, so again, really unpopular. A couple thousand comments. Yeah, really solo out there. And then all the comments are like, oh man, this is so deep, and it's sad that I can relate to this, and yeah, having to... First of all, you're an attractive woman with many subscribers, and based on what I've seen from a couple of her videos, she has some pretty good hobbies, and she goes to school. So, first of all, skill issue. And second of all, can people stop making not having friends a cringe thing? Oh, the world is so hard and it's depressing, and man, I just want love. And shut up. The world is hard. Yeah, we know. It is. Like, is this not well known by now? The world sucks. We get it. You're not gonna have friends. Oh well, mom, people will use you. Yes. Get used to it. This is life. I'm guessing it's like, I don't... That guy is going like double the speed limit. But anyways, I'm guessing it's just because people are sensitive and emotional and exaggerate a crap ton. But it's just like... Oh, that's a leaf. I think. Yeah, it's like they exaggerate so much. And it annoys me. And it makes me cringe. It's probably one of the most cringy things I see. It's like, just shut up. We don't care. We don't get, like... I mean, it'd be bad enough, at least, if you didn't have friends or followers. But, dude, you have hundreds of thousands of followers. And I get talking to people online, it's not the same. But if you're that popular, then it's really just a matter of skill issue. Like, if I had that many subscribers, I could easily make videos on connection and find someone to talk to and become friends with, at the very least, online. But the main point of all of it is just man the hell up. The world sucks, we know. People complain about these things all the time. And that one especially is cringy. And it can even go to the point of being edgy, like the Bart loneliness edits and shit like that. It's just, can you shut up? Can you legitimately shut up? You don't have depression. You're just being insanely emotional. You're letting the fact that you suck at getting friends get to you. You're never going to socialize. Even if someone starts the conversation, is friendly, and it's about a topic you can easily talk on, you're going to refuse to talk to them, and then you're going to complain about why you have no friends. You're an introvert. Get over it. And then you're going to complain like the world is bad. Yeah, it is. Well, guess what? It's not going to help it. Staying inside all day and not talking to anyone. So it's a classic case of there's a problem, and they can fix the problem, but they choose not to fix it, and then they complain about how there's a problem. Just fix the damn problem. And then you won't have to deal with it. Boom, crazy idea. Fixing problems. Who could have thought? And that honestly applies in so many aspects of life. Just fix the damn problem. The amount of times I see people complain about a problem and don't fix it is so annoying. Just fix things. Like the Serenity player. If you can't fix it, deal with it. If you can fix it, fix it. It's not that hard. And they're doing both the wrong way. They can fix it, and they're not. Now that they're in a problem, which, because they've gone so far deep, you might not be able to fix, they're complaining about it, so they're not even dealing with it. They failed both parts somehow. And then it throws people like me into that group. It's like, can you shut up? I'm not one of you guys. And they say like, oh, you're so insensitive, man. You don't get it. I do get it. I seek love. It's like, I have two goals in life. which is to find a partner and to have a stable life. Having a stable life is just kind of baseline anyways. So I really only have one goal in life, to find a partner. I've written many romantic stories and poems. I know a lot about it. I think about it every day. I don't have friends. I wish I had friends. I'm very emotional when I see people who are getting married and stuff like that. So yes, I do have the experiences like you. Difference is, I man up. I deal with it. I can't change it. And when I can change things, I try to change them. I don't just cry in my room and say I'm depressed and then cut my wrists. It's just cringy and stupid. And this is already reminding me of my rant on emotional people, given it's a rant on emotional people. Because, my God, I will never be able to shut up about them. People who are excessively emotional, legitimately, and I try not to cuss, but fuck you. If you exaggerate your emotions, and if you harm people, and if you lie to people, you don't communicate, you are some of the worst people on earth. And as I've said in my rant on emotional people, which I'll link in the description, I hope you have no friends. Not because I'm a narcissist, but because I don't want you being around anyone. I've had many friends who are emotional or had some sort of mental illness. I've tried to help them and I've tried to be a good friend to them, but they've always ended up lying or not communicating something. It's always ended badly. Some have harmed me in ways that I won't even explain. And they've all been so stupid. If you choose not to change your problems, and then you complain about them, and then you lie to people, legitimately fuck you. You're a horrible person. Unless you have a actually traumatizing, horrific life of poverty and pain and suffering every single day, and you've been psychologically tortured by many things, then what are you complaining about? The fact that your best friend lied to you once? The fact that a crush who you've never talked to rejected you after you asked her out? Is that what you're crying about? Is that seriously what you're crying about? And then you're calling yourself depressed because of that. And then you're going to do one of two things. Insanely overreact and kill yourself or harm yourself in some way. Or be cringe as hell, post about it, act like you have no friends, dye your hair black and be emo. Which is just revolting. Come on. And do you think people like that have friends? It's fostering the thought. If you think I have no friends, then you're not going to have friends. And it's these basic concepts that people don't understand, and they choose not to learn. That's another problem. Not only do they choose not to fix it, they also choose not to learn. Arrogance. It's the same thing. They deny that they're wrong, and then they deny that they're arrogant, so you can't prove they're wrong, and you can't prove they're arrogant because they say they're not arrogant. It's an infinite loop. You'll never get to them. Same thing here. They will have a problem, they refuse not to fix it, and they refuse to learn about how to fix problems. And then you just have this loop where it's like, okay, you have a problem. Yeah, I can't fix it. Okay, learn how to fix it. I can't do that. Okay, learn how to learn things. I can't. And obviously, I know it's stupid to rant on things in general because you shouldn't have hate and hatred at all. And it's stupid to rant on things for a non-scriptural reason because it's not going to change. This video is not going to change anything about the world or emotional people. I wish it did. And I wish I could say fuck you to every one of those people. Or at the very least, offer them help and assistance. And if they deny or can't take it properly, then say fuck you. And those people, I don't want on earth. They ruin society. I personally think emotions are useless. Of course, you need happiness. You need sadness in some methods. You don't really need anger, but it's going to happen regardless. And obviously the other intricate ones like pensiveness and those things, like not all emotions, but crying about something that isn't actually so immensely sad that it's bringing you to tears without any control, or getting mad about something unless it's actually annoying you so much and you can't change it and it's actually harming you potentially permanently, like my sister does, making you unable to sleep, which could impact my sleep cycle in the future even when I'm gone, and may have lasting effects on my mental health, which is insanely frustrating, and I can't change it. And if all that is the case, then yes, be sad, be angry. But if that is not the case, and you're just getting mad and you're acting depressed over the stupidest crap, then honestly, why are you on earth? We have had to develop so many social dynamics. There's videos written, there is training courses in work, there is entire books written, there's motivational speakers. Everything has been worked around to accommodate these stupid emotions. I'm simple. Call me a damn cracker. I don't care. That's just rude and you shouldn't do that. But I won't be crying about it. You do not need a how to manage people's emotions or how to comfort people video to work with me. I won't get sad. If I do get sad, then oh well, I'll get over it. I'll man up. You don't have to worry about offending me because you either meant what you said and I'm not going to talk to you, or you didn't mean what you said and I understand this. I am not hard to work around. You don't have to figure me out. I will tell you things. I don't hide information to seem more mysterious. It's so much easier to be logical and direct, yet people aren't. They choose to be mysterious and emotional and stupid. And the majority of people, not just in America, I'm pretty sure around the entire world, maybe not in places like Russia, I don't know, people are just insanely illogical and emotional. Imagine a world where everyone was insanely direct, communicated with each other, and just did what made sense and what was the right thing to do. Can you imagine, first of all, that's the perfect world scenario, never gonna happen, but can you imagine just how amazing that would be? The workplace of everyone just doing the right thing. The amount of problems that form from having to be, like, avoid sensitivity, like, oh, well, you shouldn't say that. And why can't I say that? Why do I have to be consciously thinking about something that may or may not offend them? And if I do that, then I now have to think into their mind and try to understand them as a person and learn methods of comforting. No. I don't get offended. If you do something severe enough to offend me, then you've insanely messed up. And I don't want comfort from you or anyone. All I want is to not talk to you. Because I understand that if you do something bad, then I just want to get away from you. There's no comfort, there's no rebonding, unless it was an accident or you didn't understand, which would be an accident. Then there's no reason I would want to be around someone who does bad things. Like the paradox where people say, oh, well, like if your girlfriend did this, would you be mad? Well, I wouldn't be with someone who would do that. Because I actually think about who I'm around. I'm not around idiots who are emotional. Those people are only harmful. They cause drama. They want drama. They strive. They live on it. They build it up. So much drama happens because they just want to. Cut that out and we start developing things to start being efficient. We just ignore so many problems. Like, imagine that. Imagine it's just me. Just in an advert. You walk into a coffee shop. You don't have to worry about what you say. You don't have to say derogatory things like the N-word, because that's just blatantly rude. The only reason you'd ever say that is to intentionally be rude. There is no accidental meaning behind it. You're just being a bad person. But everything else, you don't have to worry about mentioning someone's weight. I mean, obviously I don't have that problem because I'm fit. But okay, let's get an example. If you say, hey, Jesus sucks, and Christianity is dumb, and I just disagree with your belief. Okay, religion is debatable. There will never be one clear answer which everyone can agree on based on facts and visible logic. So there's no reason to debate that. If you insist on debating this thing with me, then you are now harassing me, and I ask for you to leave. If you go beyond that, I'll call the police and have you apprehended. But if you merely ask to do it and I deny, done. I'm not going to make a big fuss about it and start complaining and start screaming at you and having a big argument. No. You can say things. Just say things. Say damn things. Don't hide information. Be direct with people. It works so much better. And I have to work around these emotional people, and it kills me. And I honestly, that's one of the only things I struggle with in life, understanding emotional people. If I try to think in the reason, why would someone do that? Why would someone think this? Why would you get sad over that? I can't. I can't put myself in the shoes of those people because they make no sense. I'm like a robot. And you think, oh, well, then you have no soul. You're just a worthless person. You have no emotion. I do. I enjoy things. I bond people. I'm humorous. People like being around me. I enjoy my life most of the time. And yet, I'm not very emotional. You don't have to have insane amounts of... People always say, oh, okay, well, you need sadness to have happiness. You do not. I actively suppress my sadness. People say, oh, you shouldn't depress it. It's you're bottling up your feelings. No, you're not. I don't bottle things up. I kill them. If I have sadness, I literally just speak to my mind, directly to it, stop. I stop crying, I get up, and I focus on not, because I have control over my body. I have self-control. Self-control is one of the fruit of the spirits. Pretty sure it's the last one. And self-control is ideal, and it's a great thing. It's even on my banner in my YouTube channel. I control myself. I don't let myself get sad. And that does not mean I'm not happy. Where's the logic in that? You need sadness to have happiness? What is that? That doesn't make any sense. Like, you need it as a comparison. If you're not sad, then you just can't be happy because you have nothing to be happy about in comparison to sad. Like, what? Or, how about this? Enjoy things, and when you do those things you enjoy, you get happy, and then you stop being sad because being sad is a bad thing. But no, venting is a thing. You have to cry people's shoulders. You have to talk about things to people. Let someone talk to you, or get over it. It is so much simpler to just ignore sadness and get past things yourself and man up than having to deal with the entire complexity of the emotional world. It's stupid. And I know this is just one of the things of the world. I can rant on so many stupid, unnecessary things that are probably like demonically influenced in the world that we don't need, and they're entirely there just to be stupid because it's God's plan, and the world will never be perfect or anywhere near perfect. And I have so many thoughts of perfection, many thoughts in my mind where I ask, why is this a thing, or why do we do this, leads to, why don't we have a perfect world? And then boom, not gonna happen. We're not gonna have a perfect world. It's not a thing. That's heaven. And I do this so often because the world is so stupid. And people need to accept this. The world sucks. Get over it. Stop complaining about things you can't change. I loop around so many times because the overall moral is the exact same. The moral never changes. The same basic facts about life, regardless of your religion, are always going to be true. For example, if you can change it, change it. If you can't, stop complaining. That's not going to change. I have many times ranted about things, and it's always led to certain points like that one. Many walk and talks. I'll go on and on about something, and in the end, I reach the same conclusion because certain facts like these are just established in life. They're not going to change. Yet people won't accept them because they're stupid. They're ignorant. People are always going to be stupid. And again, we're on a loop here. You have to accept that. Deal with the world because people are going to be stupid. And because people are stupid, they won't accept that, which you'll have to deal with. And in turn, accept that. Just, oh my God. The world is an eternal loop, and I know I shouldn't rant on these things because it'll never change. And it's just a loop of stupidity breaching into many parallel dimensions of how things are going to be stupid and they're not going to change. So deal with it. And back to my original point. Can you stop framing an emotional, like having no friends is an emotional thing, especially if you have hundreds of thousands of subscribers? What are you on about? Like, legitimately. I just hate emotions. Of the many things, yes, I say I hate a lot. And I do love things. Maybe I should make a series about things I love, because there's so much hatred. And it'll never change. In every video I upload, at most 4 views this video will get. Probably none of them make it to this point. And if you do make it to this point, then congrats. You listened to the entire thing. And it's not going to change your view. Maybe it will. But it's not going to change the almost 9 billion people in the world's view and more to come. It's not going to change the world's perspective. It's not going to change the morals of the world. I'm not going to influence anything, but maybe you, if you choose to accept this, if you haven't already. All I'm going to do is rant into the void, and someday I'm going to die, and this video is going to be completely forgotten, lost to time. Maybe at some point, hundreds of years, certain parts of the internet will be purged to increase data if we haven't developed quantum computing yet. And this video will be entirely useless. I completely wasted this section of my life. But I don't have anything else better to do because I don't have friends and I don't go to school, so I don't have hobbies really. So I just spend my time talking to people on the internet who choose to listen. And thank you if you've listened to this entire thing, and especially if you've actually decided to change your mind on certain things and do things better. If you haven't, oh well, thanks for listening at least. But yeah, this is just going to disappear, and it's not going to change a thing. And I've just spent 20 minutes ranting on something that's never going to change. But of course, I'm getting too existential. Obviously, this is just a minuscule thing in the world. I'm my own main character of my own life, and I'm just one of the few. I'm going to die one day. God is eternal, and this is absolutely nothing to him. Time goes infinitely beyond what we can comprehend. So in reality, none of this really means anything, which is why one of my only goals in life is to just spread the word of God, because what else is there to do in the few years I have here? I'm just going to be doing this. And it's just one of those things. Hope I didn't give you a crisis or anything, but it's just everything you do every day. It seems meaningful in that moment, but if you take a step back and realize you're going to die someday, people are going to forget about you, you're going to be lost to history. Nothing's going to matter anymore. And if you're an atheist, it's even worse, because you think it's just going to go black and your life was entirely meaningless. You may think, oh, well, I changed the world. Okay, well, the people you affected, they all died. The only real effect you could have on the world is if you legitimately change major things about it, which is quite difficult to do. Which is why my goal is to spread the word of God. Hopefully, if I affect even at least one person, then I've done something in my life. And for all I know, these videos do have an impact, and I change. Oh, that's a disgusting bug that got on my finger. Ew. I don't know how it got there, and I don't want to know. But anyways, yeah. So I wish I could get these things out to the entire world and change their mind. That's never going to happen. The whole paradox of, like the signs that say, put your phone down, it's illegal. The people who are on the phones won't see those signs. The people who are emotional and stupid and do dumb things that are illogical aren't going to watch these videos, and if they do, they're not going to take anything from it. Which is yet another reason it's illogical. Even if this is seen by every person on earth. Either you're already logical and you already understand these points, or you're illogical and you're arrogant and you're going to refuse to accept these things and you're not going to change. And it's not going to change the worldview. Nothing's going to change. It's all according to God's plan. So, just one of these useless things I do in life, which is terrifying to think about, which is why, you can think about it if you want. Really try to break your mind from the moment, escape reality, just think about how everything here is going to go to nothing. Like, for instance, that little snap I just did, nothing. Probably no one heard that. It's gone now. It's in your memory. It'll fade from your memory soon, and my memory. It'll be on this video, of course. But someday this video will be forgotten, and absolutely no one else will ever see it. That snap will basically just not exist in anyone's memory or any recollection at all. And maybe it'll even be deleted from the internet someday, so that snap entirely lost to existence. As with many things we do every single day. In fact, the majority of things we do, I'd say. All these mundane tasks, like the way I'm walking, what I'm recording, what I'm moving my phone around, the way I'm vibrating my vocal cords to say these things, are going to be gone. Almost everything you do is just lost, useless, unless you change the world. So, yeah. Pretty terrifying to think about. But, just one of those things. So you try to not think bad and just get on with your life. You're just one of the people in the world. One of the many, many, many people in your own world. And there's going to be, like, quadrillions of things that you'll never do, and professions you'll never see, and things you'll never understand, knowledge you'll never learn. And, of course, this is just on Earth, which is one of the itty-bitty tiny little things in the entire universe, let alone the galaxy or solar system. And you're just on one of these little places, and you're just one of these little people in one of these little towns in the entire country and the continent and the Earth and the solar system and the galaxy supercluster and the universe and the entire existence. And this one little point in time, times infinity, no beginning, no end. You're nothing, which is why my goal is to spread the word of God. Hope I didn't scare you. But yeah, that's a fun thought, I guess. A long rant leading to that. I hope you enjoyed. God bless you. And as always, adios, my amigos, and friends.